Hey, everybody, and welcome back to our newest broadcast, Coffee and Tea. I'm so happy that you decided to join us today. Um, we are super excited to have some really special folks on with me today. Um, one of them I've known for a really long time, the other one I've known for an even longer time. One of them is a comedian by trade and is just funny, just oozing out of his pores. And then the other person really thinks that he's funny and thinks that there's something oozing out of his pores, but comedy it is not. At the end of the day, they're both really cool dudes, and I'm happy to have them on. So I'm gonna bring one person on because the other person doesn't realize what time zones are. So I'm gonna bring on. Many of you know him as Brian B. Nowen, but I know him as just Brian. So let's go ahead and welcome him to the show. What's going on, Brian?
Hey, how we doing today?
Good. How are you?
We doing all right. So I really tried to get just Brian on my, but somebody already had it. It took me a minute to stumble upon Brian B. Knowing. I went through a lot of names.
I mean, it fits you though, because you really do be knowing.
I do be knowing, but people don't like to listen. That matter of fact, in college, one of my nicknames used to be Jinx, because I
Wow.
Cause I would tell them do something like you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't talk to her, or you shouldn't do that. And I was like, why? And I tell them why. Like, man, you don't know what you talk about. And everything that I said what happened. Oh, you a jinx. I'm not a jinx, bro. I know what I'm talking about.
Let me find out that you low key like prophesying to people like
Hmm.
from the
Is that
jump.
what that is?
I believe that that's what that is.
Dang, that's crazy.
That's hilarious. So,
Oh, this light is so bright.
I mean, you kind of dark though, so
I
it helps.
know, but it's like washing me out.
It,
Ugh,
there you go. That's a little better.
that's a little better.
Eh,
All right.
gotta get you a diffuser. I see. Got good. Look at you with your microphone.
From an old podcast. I got matter of fact, I got all the lights. I just unplugged everything because we stopped doing the show. I
Oh
should have
Lord
plugged it
Jesus.
up, man. Being
So
lazy.
what have you been up to? Because you used to be on the show all the time.
um, we got tired of it, man. We just tired of arguing. It's something about a relationship with black men and black women. Oh, oh God. Oh, oh my God. Some of y'all just don't want to be happy. You don't
Hilarious.
want to listen. You don't want to be a good leader or a good follower. You just want what you want. You want the other person to do what you want them to do.
Yeah, well, that's people in general, my boy. That's just it's just how
Mhm.
they are.
And again, they don't want to listen to me. They swear up and down. Oh, you caping for the women. You just be defending with no, man. I just be listening. How you going to lead somebody that you don't want to listen to? How do you know where they want to go?
Mm, mm. Well, case in point, why I decided to invite you to the show, because some of the things that you used to say on the show, I'd be like, okay, Brian, all right, all right. So, for those of you that don't know, we are going to be talking about dating and the art of conversation.
Mhm.
So it's super interesting that a lot of people. So Brian, I don't know. I don't think I told you, and I don't know if you saw it, but I went to like this little single mingle
I
thing.
saw, and I started to tell you, girl, get off your phone. Stop talking to us. You keep
Bruh,
writing us messages. Go talk to the men.
first of all, my social anxiety was on like 9,000. Yo, with so many people in it. I eventually got off my phone, but
Mhm.
it was just the simple fact of the matter. Like the observation that I made was that there were a lot of people on their phones,
Mhm.
even in the midst of talking to each other.
Mhm.
People was on Facebook, Instagram, like the whole 9 yards. And to me, from the outside, it looked like it was an awkward conversation because people weren't paying to me, it looked like people weren't
Right.
paying attention.
Uh-huh.
Um, so that's kind of like the backshadowing of where this topic came from,
Okay.
because a lot of people were saying that social media, this digital information, whichever phrase you want to use has kind of destroyed our social interaction and makes dating harder.
Hmm.
So, any initial thought on that?
Um, yeah. So we kind of use a lot of people kind of use their phone or social media as like their fidget spinner. Like this is a
Hmm.
thing that I can use to distract myself from what's going on. I don't have to sit in the awkward. Like before, we all had phones. You had to sit in the awkwardness. So you had to, you know what I'm saying, say something, or you were just the creepazoid who didn't say anything. So you had to make a decision, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's good, bad, and sometimes you said something and it went bad, and you stumbled over your words, or you went to walk over there and you tripped in front of everybody, but you had to do something. Versus now, the phones take away the fact that you have to do something, and you may be doing something important on your phone, but also maybe not right now. Especially like you said,
Mhm.
if we had a singles mixer, you came here to talk to me. Why are you not
Mhm.
talking to me?
That's the whole point. Like the whole group is we trying
Hmm.
to make love connections,
Right.
and you playing some kind of game on your phone because
Oh yeah,
you
no,
don't know
no,
how to
no,
talk to
no.
me.
See, so now that you say that, the first thing that popped in my head was if I had one, I'm taking everybody's phone at the door.
Hmm.
You got just like a lot of comedy shows, like you go to a Kevin Hart comedy show, like they take your phone and like put it in the bag. You can't use your phone.
Really?
Yeah, because the problem with the comedy now is a lot of people pull their phone out, record the joke, post it on their page. So when I go to the next city, they don't already heard the joke. So now
Gotcha.
it's not funny no more. So now I got to do. That's why you see a lot of people like Matt Rife and the other people doing a whole bunch of crowd work, and because the crowd is different every show,
Yeah.
so it don't matter how many people see this. So, but yes, I would take phones and I'll make them go old school, and everybody get a pen and a paper, and you want the number, you got to write it down. You want the social media name, you got to write it down. Ain't no more, and nah, cause the phone, no, I gotta put her number. No, you don't. Write it down.
Well, that's the thing though. Like in this kind of digital space, and I
Hmm.
feel like it doesn't really matter like what age you are. Single at 25 versus single at 50, it still kind of reigns in the same space
Hmm.
that people don't give out phone numbers anymore.
Hmm.
They give out social media handles.
Yeah,
Like, do you feel like that's more of a safeguard, or
I
is
think so.
it?
I think that's like an extra level to, cause I feel like it's easier to block somebody on social media than it is to block this. Because you could block a phone number, and they can just call you for the number. Now, granted, they can look you up from another page, but and then two, you can change. It's easier to change your IG handle than it is to change your phone number.
That's true. That's real true.
You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, I almost prefer the IG handle over the phone number initially because access to your Instagram gives me an opportunity to see you, see your personality, you know what I'm saying, how you function. If you got a lot of some people been on social media, like I had my IG page since like 2012.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Right. So I got thousands of posts up. Some people you go on their page, they got 4 posts. You know what I'm saying? So trying to see what type of person you are, like what do you like, that gives me an opportunity to go through your followers, you know what I'm saying, go through your who you following. And not like on no creepazoid, but like I gotta
Yeah, because I was getting ready to say, like, are we really doing that
no
deep?
no
What
no.
we
Okay, so what? So this is why I said this, right? This because my friend dudes okay.
Go-
Fellas, I'm a give you a tip, fellas. Boom. Meet a young lady, she give you her IG page. Go to her IG page, go to the pages that she is following. Don't look for people, look for restaurants and figure out which restaurant she's following. And when
Hmm,
she say, let's go on a date, that's
hmm.
where we going. Cause 9 times out of 10, she probably ain't even been to the restaurant. She just followed it. So when I get time, when I do this, or I want somebody to take me here, well, we're going. So you ain't got to cry about the super expensive place uptown. Oh, and she wanna stay, she wanna lobster. They don't sell steak and lobster at this restaurant.
Facts.
Just shut up and take her. All right.
It's not really that hard.
It's
Like
not that
we
hard.
share so much information about
Mm-hmm.
ourselves on social media, and it's just so easy because it's,
Mm-hmm.
you take a picture, you click a couple buttons, and boom, like it's there.
Right.
I don't know. Like I'd rather give somebody my phone number than give somebody my Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
just because I want you to know where I live. I take pictures at work sometimes. I want you to try to figure out where I work at.
Oh, you gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact. But
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what that is. You just gotta stop doing that.
if we having a part like my job now,
Mm-hmm.
I got a good old government job now, so we do parties and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, you take pictures. So
Mhm.
you look a little close, you probably could figure out where I work.
Nah, see, people know I do massage. I don't know where I do massage, but I said people in my close. I tell my close friends because I feel like I can trust. I feel like I can trust y'all.
You
Now
hope.
the moment them close friends post start slipping out, I'm done with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna know nothing else.
Mm.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to let y'all know what it is. Matter of fact, I gotta tell you, I got an update for you, Chris. A work
Oh,
update. I'm gonna let you know.
okay. All right. Well, let's kind of look at the social media space, right?
Okay.
So, in doing some research, now, granted, I've had my Facebook page probably almost since Facebook was incepted.
So when you sent the question, I'm looking at the joints and they said Facebook started March 2004,
February
February
2000.
2004. I got my Facebook page like November 2005.
Yeah, I got mine September when I went back to Morgan,
Yeah.
went back from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got my Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
I said, first of all, I can't believe that Facebook is that old.
Mm-hmm.
And then the jacked up part about it is I had a MySpace page
Mm-hmm.
before that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but I had a High Five page. I remember High Five.
That was a little before my time.
Yeah, High Five was 03.
03, I was outside. See, the life of a child, a teenager in DC in 2003 was a little different. Because the Go-Go was, they had the all age Go-Go. So I was outside. First of all, them things was from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Like we were outside during adult club hours.
Wait a minute. First of all, how old were you in 2003?
I was 16.
And you out all night?
Yes.
Hopefully on a Friday, right? Not on no school night.
Yeah, they wouldn't put them on school nights. Except summertime, all hands.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, other than that, no.
Oh, yeah, no. I hate it outside, especially at that age. My mother will tell you, when I got punished, that's why I went outside.
That's funny.
It's hilarious. But before that, like the whole social media craze kind of started with this company called 6 Degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 Degrees said that there is 6 degrees of separation between everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it would connect you to people that you potentially could be connected to. And it was kind of like the first like real social media site. And a lot of people used it to date. And that was in 1996.
So nobody had a camera.
Mm-mm.
Nobody had.
Well, you had cameras, but they weren't instant. You might have had somebody might have had a Polaroid, but then
no, I mean like camera for like on your computer.
Oh heck no.
Yeah,
none of that. You might have been able to post a picture here or there.
Right, and that took an hour and a half to load.
Facts.
On a good day.
Over dial-up. And pray to God that don't nobody pick up the phone and interrupt you.
Yo, we came a long way. We have come a long way.
Yeah, I remember I had an AOL handle.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Instant Messenger and all of that stuff. And to think that's kind of how we all got connected and hooked and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Ludicrousness.
We're just talking to anybody. Ain't know where they were from.
Started. Like people, when you really think about dating in this space, like that's where it all started. It all started with those instant messengers, and everybody in the group would do that annoying thing. It'd be all it takes is one person to
Mm-hmm.
do age, sex, location, and then it
That was it. Oh yeah, it
started.
was gone.
Mm-hmm. Just all the way. Okay, we got our other guest. Because I had a lady that was on board, and then she flaked out on me. So
Mm.
this really gonna be the male perspective
Mm-hmm.
side of this. Um, I've known this guy since I was in high school,
Okay.
and he's been around for a long time. So y'all can say hello to Delante.
How we doing, sir? All
Hello.
right.
I can't. You gotta fix your mic. You can't hear me. That's because I can't hear you. All right. Let him fix his stuff
Mm-hmm.
first. Um so that's kind of where the cusp of all of this online dating stuff kind of started. Have
Right.
you ever online dated before?
I did. Matter of fact, when I was a new creation, I did. What's that thing? I did Tinder.
Stop it.
I did Tinder. I did Tinder, and I matched with a girl. I matched with one person, and it was during. It was during convocation, and she and I had
Okay.
sent a few messages back and forth. But since I was so, you know how convocation, like you could just end it. So I was kind of wrapped up in convocation, and like I never like hit her like, "Yo, let's go do a date," and then she stopped talking to me. She yeah, she just moved on. So, oh, well, that's the end of that.
Convocation knocked it out for you. So you since then you haven't like gone back to it. First of all, Tinder of all things.
I
Hmm.
didn't know. I mean, we just trying to figure stuff out. I don't know, man. Now I know what the full Tinder. All right, I ain't going over there because I know what y'all looking for. I'm
Right.
holy, sanctified, huh?
Live, trying to live right. That's all we
Mm,
try to do.
can't get it over there.
I did Tinder once.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to use it as a means of kind of like making fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and I would post it on Facebook all the time, like my Tinder chronicles. And it
I
was all because
remember.
one of my sorority sisters like was always talking about Tinder. And I was like, yeah, we gonna try this because
Mm-hmm.
she seemed to have been having good luck. So I was like, oh, we'll try this. Mm-mm,
Mm-hmm.
not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done plenty of fish. I've
Mm-hmm.
done OK Cupid.
Mm-hmm.
I did was it Christian, what's the one?
Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that was even worse.
Mm. You know what? Because I think it'd be people praying,
Mhm.
preying on Christians on that app. They were like, oh no, these lonely girls be in church because ain't no man in church. I'm gonna slide over here on the app, sir.
Fact.
Sir, there's a special place that has a lot of fire just for you.
And I need for you to go there
You
expeditiously.
go in there. But
Okay.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I never really been into the dating apps and stuff like that. Also because I'm pretty short, so I know once I post the height on there, she out. So I'd rather meet you in person and let the person you gotta see the personality shine. You gotta see me in person. All right. No, I don't like short dudes. I like Brian. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just
Mhm.
gotta be the best Brian I can be. You know what I'm saying? I can't lean on because the personality, the charm, the look good in the face, nice smile, Invisalign was a good investment. You know what I'm saying? I look good in person, but you see that 5'3" on the screen, you're swiping left so hard, you're gonna drop your phone.
Man, I thought short guys were like in.
You know what? You know what it is, Chris? You know what I figured out? Women like short guys the same way guys like bigger women. You do like us. You just act like you don't in public. You want to be shy. You don't want everybody to know that that's what you into in public. But we be getting play. We be
And
getting play.
I think you do because, like, so again, this whole little mingle thing I went to, like, it was a lot of short guys there, and there were a lot of women that were sliding that way versus, like there were quite a few people that fit the, tall, dark, and handsome situation, and they weren't gravitating towards them. So I feel like if you'd have came, you'd had a good shot.
I probably weren't. Hey man, it's hard to beat personality. Like when you got it, you got it.
That's very true. That's
Got it.
Stands out for everything.
Yeah, somebody's tall, dark, and handsome and dumb.
Yeah, not that. So let's talk regular relationships, and let's talk dating relationships.
Okay.
So,
what's the difference?
Well, you tell me.
I don't know. I'm asking because I don't be dating nobody.
I mean, dating is always with intention.
Okay.
You're in the space of, at least, my thought process is you're gaining information. It doesn't necessarily mean we are exclusive unless those are the parameters that you set. I could be dating multiple people. See, I can't do that because it don't work for me. But
Chris, I'm not gonna lie,
Chris.
These dudes be, dudes don't be emotional. I'm emotional. I be getting attached. I am a lover boy. Chris, if I date 3 women at the same time, now I'm in love with all 3 of y'all. Now, what am I supposed to do? I'm in love with all 3 of y'all, and I don't believe in polygamy. What am I supposed to do?
You gotta pick which one of them got the right personality for you, shorty.
No, man.
I mean, but that's like the whole point. Like, you have to figure out, who's more geared towards where, like, you're going,
right?
And then you make decisions. Whereas your homegirls, the people that you work with, like, they're those are your, like, regular relationships. You don't necessarily have any romantic interest in them, but they're still all relationships, and in some way, form, or fashion, like, you relate to them in some way,
right?
So, do you prefer? So we'll talk dating, and then we'll talk regular relationship. Okay. Do you prefer in your dating life to text more, or to have, like, a full-blown, like, pick up the phone conversation?
I told you, I'm a lover boy. I want to be there. I want to be where you are. So next step below that is FaceTime. Don't be a brokey. Don't be a brokey. Get you an iPhone. Okay.
Come on, Android people, switch over.
Switch over. After that, phone. After that, text.
Okay. I'm that way too, but I'd rather actually, like, be in person.
That's really number one. Yeah, I'd rather be in person.
100%. Number one, be in person. I'm with you. Like, FaceTime, Google Chat. I'll Google Chat with somebody, but you gotta have.
I like you. I gotta get another app.
Like, I'm not.
Need the money for the iPhone? Because
somebody said not happening. No, but I'm good with the chatting stuff. I mean, I think the worst out of them is, like, Facebook chat. Try to do that.
After a certain, if we talking on that level, after a few messages, I'm sending you my phone number.
Yeah. At that point,
text me, call me, whatever. Like, but let's move out of this.
Yeah, let's move away from Facebook. Let's see if Mr. Moore is in it. Hey, can you hear us now? Apparently not. No? Okay. He hasn't joined the iPhone group. I'm telling you, if you have an iPhone, you won't have these issues.
You don't have these issues.
So, okay. So then you like are talking how
Mhm.
long do you for you do you have like conversations before y'all go and like on a date?
I don't at this big age, Chris, I'm gonna be 37 in like 3
You
weeks.
are lying.
You see the grays? You see you see
Gray hair ain't got nothing to do
you
with age,
see you
sir.
see this salt and this pepper, man.
I done had gray hair since I was 22, so
When you
don't
know
do it.
me to have a gray head, Chris. These
Never.
this
Truly, never.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be 37 in 3 weeks. So at
And
this point, if we talking like if I especially if I get you your number or get your information with intent to date, I want to be out on a date with you within the next 7 to 10 days.
okay. Why so soon?
I feel like taking too long kind of feel like you're not serious.
Okay.
And I don't want her to feel like I'm not serious about dating her and getting to know her and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially since you hear a lot of conversations from guys online. So I don't want to take a girl on a date and I don't want to spend the money. I'm not like that. So if you're looking for a dude to date, I'm not like that, baby. I want to go to the expensive restaurant. I want to get the expensive food. I'm not no. I I seen a few weeks ago they was having a conversation. It was something stupid. It was like the video was, "What's a petty reason that you stopped talking to a girl?" And the guy was like, "She ordered a steak well done." So he was like, "I just couldn't deal with the fact that she ordered that hard
What?
steak." And she, yeah, but petty, silly, we all laughing. But it's dudes in the comment, what she do to earn a steak dinner? She out with me, broke nigga. That's what she
Heck.
did. That she with me, brokey. She could get two. What are you?
Like seriously. And I think that's the other thing too. Like people always associate that first date like it has to be,
Mm-hmm.
steak and lobster and all of that kind of stuff. Whereas you're now don't be super cheap
Mm-hmm.
on me. Like
Yeah.
we not don't do no fast food on me.
Oh
But
no, no, no. I don't want the fast food. I'm not taking nobody anywhere that I don't want to go. I don't believe in that. I'm gonna take her to McDonald's. I'm gonna test to see how she is. No, man. How you gonna test somebody? You can't test loyalty the first day, bro. I don't know you.
facts.
I have no reason to be loyal to you, nigga. No, I don't want this fillet of fish. Golly.
Like it boggles my mind that there are so many like guys out there. Now, granted, there's a flip side to it because
Mhm.
there's a lot of women out there that are like, if you're not taking me to Nobu or it's
Yeah,
not, something like that,
yeah. I just
then
don't
I'm
talk to
not
them.
going.
You're right. You're not going because I'm not going. We're
Right.
not going. That's
We
fine.
aren't going. How about that?
Yeah, and it's not. But what I don't like in the dating world, and I don't like when men do this. I don't like when women do it. Black people, white people, straight, gay, non-binary. I don't like when anybody does this. When you get to a particular group who don't want to do what you want to do, and you start name calling.
Yeah.
There's no reason for men to call women names because they want to go to an expensive restaurant. There's no reason for a woman to call a man name because he don't have the money to take you to an expensive restaurant.
That.
There's no reason for us to be mean to each other all the time. That's why it's so hard for you to date. It's not the money, it's not the status, it's not the social media. You're a jerk.
Flat out. And that's any age. Like
Yeah.
doesn't matter. This is not a 22-year-old problem. It's not a 30-year-old problem. It's not even a 40-year-old problem. Like it's at
No.
any
You
age.
just mean. Why would
Mhm.
somebody like you?
And that's I think too some of the issue with the social media portion because it's easy for me to like say over Instagram or however
Mhm.
we're chit-chatting or whatever for me to tell you, I don't like you and this why I don't like you and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of almost seems like it takes the uh it takes the I don't want to tell you out of it because
Mhm.
now I don't have to see you.
Right.
And then people start getting crazy and doing goofy stuff online.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's still all around the same thing. Okay. So there's that. Um, have you ever like met somebody online and then got to the point where you meet them in person and it's awkward? Like
Not
you had good conversation like
uh-huh.
through whatever, whether
Yeah.
it's text, whether it's, whatever social media platform you use, and then you get in front of each other and she don't know how to talk to you.
Not online. This pre-online. This was
Okay.
I was in high school. So the first girl, she wasn't ugly. She just looked like my little sister, and it just felt weird. I was like, nah, I can't do this with you. Cannot do this with you. You cool. And
Okay.
after I told her, like, she was like, because she was like, why are you acting weird? And I told her why. She was like, I don't see what the problem is. I was like, you would date somebody that look like your brother? She was like, yeah. I was like, I'm
That's
gonna
weird.
go. I'm gonna go now. Yeah.
That's weird.
So one of my mans put me on with her. Now the second girl, I can't remember how I met who. Somebody else put me on with this second girl. I met her. She looked like a toad, and like to
Oh my
me,
God,
she
Brian.
looked like a toad
Stop it.
in person, and I just couldn't. I couldn't shake it. I just couldn't shake it, Chris. And I said, "Yeah, man. After that,
Bruh. See, that's why you be having so much difficulty with your height.
But look, that's why I don't argue with nobody who don't like short. All right, bet. Because what I like, I like. What I don't. I'm not
That's
about to
true.
argue. So and again, that's another thing. I'm not about to call nobody names because they don't like short dudes. That's rude. Just like I don't. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be calling people names if you don't like bigger women. Unless people get disrespectful, then do what you got to do. But if that's not their type, that's not their type. We got to stop villainizing people because they're not attracted to somebody. That's not cool.
That's a fact. All right, Mr. Moore, you doing? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Brian Delonte Brian. There you go.
What's
Good
going
evening,
on,
sir.
B?
So we're talking all things dating and digital interactions, and how those digital things or how social media kind of has impacted the dating arena. So I'll ask you, since I asked Brian, uh, which do you prefer, uh, texting, or video, or in person when it comes to your dating life?
Well, I'm pretty much old school, so I like in person.
Yeah, you are old school. Um, I'm sorry. I That was a dick. I didn't mean that.
Didn't you say
Uh,
y'all went to school together? That's not
we
fair.
did. Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a
Thank
minute.
you,
Wait a minute.
Brian.
I'm gonna
Thank
tell
you,
it. I'm gonna tell
Brian.
it. I'm gonna tell it. No, 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 no. So Brian, you don't know this, but Delonte and I actually used to date.
Oh, okay.
Um, like I used to, and I am cannot believe I am admitting this on any kind of social media or whatever platform. Like when I was in high school, I used to chase after him. It was terrible.
Mm.
And he used to ignore me all the time.
I
Um,
did not ignore you.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Um, and then when we got out of high school, we actually dated. So that's kind of where the camaraderie comes from. Um, so that's a story in a nutshell. There you go. So Delonte, in your 40 some odd years, no, you know, uh, do you find it better or worse, in your dating life, um, to do the social media or like the dating apps, or are you still like I would rather meet people in person?
I mean, ooh, these dating they suck to me because you're not getting a real person.
Why you say that?
because I can be anything on a computer. I can
That's
type
true.
anything, I can say anything, I can become any person on the computer.
You know what? I forgot about that
Catfish.
part. People will lie. People will
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
It's a whole show
It's
A whole
a
show.
whole show.
geared
Social,
towards people being
it's
catfish.
like the social media has taken out the mystique of knowing, getting to know a person.
Hmm.
Of like, how can I say this and not sound like a butthole?
Just go on, say it.
Social media has made it too easy.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
with with all you see with the women, they showing everything and all of this and all of that. They made it. It's too easy for men to be like, "Hey, come on, let's do this." Let's instead of the courtship, getting to
Okay.
know a person.
And what does that from a guy's perspective, and either of you can answer, like what does that courtship process look like? Because when you use the word courtship, that's a very specific kind
Hmm.
of a thing, that
Right,
leads to more permanent decisions.
right.
Um, versus saying, oh, well, it takes the mystery out of dating someone. So kind of talk about that.
Well, courtship is like if I find that one person and I look at it like, I can actually see myself putting a ring on her finger. Let me get to know her some more. Let me get to know what makes her tick. Let me know her insides out. Let me really invest some time in this.
Mhm. Versus dating
Because you don't
somebody.
want to go
Hmm.
too fast and then versus dating, like if we just two consenting adults enjoying ourselves, then it's gonna be like, what the hell? Cool. If not, okay.
Since we breached the concept of consenting adults,
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
you said, social media takes or allows people to give more of themselves than they would if they were in person. How does that portion interact the whole like sexual vibe in your dating relationships?
For me, I kind of use that as like that's like one of my initial
Okay.
filters. Like if you got a lot of skin or a lot of all that on it, I automatically just don't want to date you because I just prefer
Yes.
to date a woman who dresses more conservatively, and versus getting with a woman like that, and then, like I said, you back to the name calling. You date a woman who dressed like that, then oh you got a man now. You're not supposed to dress like that now. You dressing like a hoe, but that's who she was when you met her. Go get somebody who don't dress like that. There's no need for me to call her
Mhm.
names. That's what she do. It's a lot of people who dress like that who have full healthy relationships. That's them. That's what they
Right.
do. That's not me. That's not what I do. I ain't about to argue with you. I'm not about to waste my time or yours. I'm gonna just go find somebody who's a little more conservative.
Mm. See, if everybody responded that way, like we would have such a better
Because
time.
Chris, these men, a lot of men are not as logical as they claim to be. These men, a lot of men are very emotional. They don't use their
Oh my
brain.
Now,
God. Men.
see, people say men not emotional. When you emotional, you a simp. So, like,
No, he's like they're lying. First of all, any man with a podcast is emotional.
facts.
Every man, you not emotional and out here trying to get paid to talk. You emotional, bro. So throw that out the
Right.
window.
I guess it's easy for us, and like I watch a lot of the what you call them, the conversations where they be, doing all the cities and tours and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Tonight's
tonight's
conversations,
conversation.
yep. And
Yeah.
Trip Fontaine always talks about how women say that, oh, well, how do I deal with a man that's more emotional than me? And, if he's more sensitive, quote unquote, than me, how do I deal with that? And his response to that all the time is, why would you want somebody that wasn't emotional? If you can't be in a relationship with somebody where you can be open enough to share your emotions, then what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But in that initial dating space, if y'all, and I say y'all as men,
Mm-hmm.
start showing emotions, then like women looking the other way. Like, I don't want no man like that. But at the other end of the spectrum, if you 50 Cent every day, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
upset because now you're not showing me no emotion. Which end of
Right.
the spectrum is we dealing with?
I think we operate too much
And
in
that's
extremes,
the
right?
thin ice that we as men. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
sit here and show you my emotions, and oh, you weak, I don't want no weak man, Charlotte. But if I don't give you that affection, don't give you that emotion, like, what's wrong with you? You don't never do this, and you don't. I mean, what do you want? What do you want from me?
Man, nah, I show mine, Delonte. If you don't like it, get out.
You want me to be the
I'm not
strong
about to do. I'm not about to keep bottling it. That's why men be dying at
Facts.
48.
or do? I wish I could walk that fine.
Nah, man, you gonna get these
Yeah.
right?
So here we go. Do you feel like social media has had any like impact on like that kind of a space? Like, if we didn't have Facebook and Instagram and all of that kind of stuff, where, I mean, like, we just have so much access to information, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we don't make our own decisions. We're like
Mm-hmm.
making decisions based off of somebody that we follow, and because somebody that we follow said it, that's how I'm gonna live it.
It's that, and social media also gives people the illusion of option.
Mm.
Like because you have access to people, people think that they can date all these people. You cannot date all these people. Them people do not look. Dang, bro, ASAP Rocky got Rihanna prank. Nigga, you were never going to date Rihanna. Never were you going to have
Right.
any type of access to Rihanna. But you think because you follow her, because you see her on social media, you have a chance. You do not have a chance with her.
Hmm. That's like going ahead and
But you
saying
see,
Beyonce.
her, yeah, say Beyonce. Oh, oh, girl, you see Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. You were never going to get Michael B. Jordan. Stop.
At all.
You do not. You no. You wasn't. Get you you're a regular person. Get you a regular person. Has some regular kids. And live a regular life. Social media make everybody think, oh, I could be the next. No, you can't. Because if you could, you would. You'd have did it by
I mean,
now.
but that's what social media sites like a YouTube or like a TikTok, they give you all of those accesses. I mean, think about it. 20 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
you never use the word influencer in a conversation. Like, unless it was, somebody who was on the front of a Wheaties box, or like on a
Yeah,
Nike commercial,
influencer would.
or something. Yeah.
If if your friends jump off a bridge, would you
Facts.
jump too? That was the only influencer that we knew
Right.
back then.
And now, like, that's a real job description. Like, somebody wants to be, I want to grow up to be an influencer.
I'm tired of that too. Please stop doing them
And how sad is
Shein hauls. We tired of seeing them cheap
that?
clothes.
How sad is that?
Tired of seeing them cheap Fashion Nova
Yeah.
clothes.
What did you say, Delonte?
I said, and how sad is that? That I want to aspire to be an influencer. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's
but
what you want to
look
aspire
at
to?
the draw though. It is
Mm-hmm.
I can go out and hang out. I can, to Brian's point, I can buy a whole bunch of clothes and sit there
Clothes.
in the comfort of my home or my apartment or my dorm room and make
Mm-hmm.
videos and then sit there and wait for all of my 10,000 followers to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then make some level of money off of that. So, and then, you even get that in your dating space. I mean, you have shows like Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiance, either way. Uh, all of those types of things that influences people's thought process. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
before, you know, we say this all the time. The Disney princess syndrome. Like before there was ever Facebook or anything, Disney princess was the standard. Like, I'm gonna meet a
Mm-hmm.
guy, we're gonna fall in love, I'm gonna get the whole treatment, I'm gonna be a princess, and we're gonna live happily ever after. And then when we all got to be real adults and realized it didn't work that way.
Right.
It did. No, or maybe it do work that way. Aladdin was a street urchin. Jasmine was already a princess. You gotta go get you some money, sis, and get you a broke nigga. Then you'll be happy. You keep waiting on you doing it backwards. Get you a street urchin, baby.
Get a dude that's close to the street, man.
Get you. Come on
He
now.
got creativity and street smarts.
Right. Beauty
I
and the
mean,
Beast. That man was big ugly. Go get you an ugly dude and be happy.
Not an ugly dude.
Y'all not following the directions. That's what's
Some of the married
wrong.
people watching the podcast reassessing their husbands to try to figure out what he looked like before I married him.
Nah, sis, you locked in. Nah, you locked in now, baby girl. Just stay
Was he
where
an
you
ugly
at.
dude or was he a street urchin when you met him? Like,
Right. Trust me what I say. Don't come back out here. You don't want to see
look,
what's out here. Work it out with your street
I
urchins.
I'm
you
telling
got
you,
kiss
it's
my
not.
frogs to get that.
Yeah, see, you gotta kiss a frog. Well, I did say that girl looked like a toad, didn't I? Never mind. All right, forget my advice. Never mind.
That's a Tiana situation.
Forget everything I said.
No, but I mean, it is kind of how things are happening. So the singles thing that I went to, it's all from an actual like singles group. And they post all kinds of stuff in this group. They posted the other day, like if somebody, like if he made less money than you, or in y'all's case, if she made less money than you did, would you still date her and be comfortable? Or I should say it in the reverse for y'all. If she made more money than you, like would you be cool with that?
That really never mattered to me.
Uh-huh.
It was all about the connection that we made. Like if she made more money than me, all right, cool, bet. I'm still making my money though.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
not like I'm broke. She just making more than
Okay.
me.
I think for me, it's not about, especially if she makes more. The issue isn't the fact that she makes more money. The issue is what is the attitude that comes with
There you
making
go.
more money. Because some people,
Yeah.
men and women, get real nasty when they make more
That's
money than
facts.
you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's more so of a parental problem than a dating problem, because I think we've been taught subconsciously to weaponize
Mhm.
money. Especially you came up in a household. Oh, do you have McDonald's money? Or do you have this money? Or do you have that? Or I put the roof over your head. I put clothes on your back. I put food on your table. I put the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But you get into a relationship and you feel like that is what money is for, to make people who are following you or lower than you or people that you're paying for, they have to like bow to you in a certain
Mhm.
way. You know what I'm saying? And like low key, like money was weaponized against us by our parents in some instances. So you feel like that's how money works, and now that's how you use money in your relationship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that money could come and go. A lot of people lost a lot of money in the pandemic.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So money can't be the thing that sustains your character.
And in the married, relationship realm, like a lot of marriages end in divorce because of money.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think that's because people have different ways. Again, people have different ways of viewing money and spending money that they did not talk about
that's fact.
pre-marriage, or somebody lied and was like, okay, we could do it the way that you want to do it, and that's not what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But because you love the person, you just tried to go along with it.
Delonte, when it comes to like how you select, I hate to use that word, but it really is especially what I saw at the singles thing. It is kind of like a selection process, really.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet people, especially folks that you meet offline, and you've had some level of either texting conversation or whatever, when you actually meet them and they talk to you in person, are you judging them on the level of conversation that you're having with them? How they, online, you got the alphabet police, you got the spelling police, the diction police, all that kind of stuff online. When you meet them in person, if they talk like they text, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Whew. It all depends. Like, if they text like it's broken English, and then we meet up and they're talking the same way, I'm gonna be put off. Because this is like, I can't have a real conversation with this person. That is, like, I wanna, even though I am a silly dude and a quirky person, I do still want to have a real conversation with you.
Okay.
Like, that's number one. If we can sit down and have a real conversation and I'm really engaged in it and you're engaged in it and we're feeling it, then it's cool. That I love it. I love it.
All right, Brian, what about you?
It depends. I be trying to act like I'm not a little Southeast hood rat, but I am. So it depends to a certain extent. But to Delonte's point, if you writing, people write a 500-word essay and don't use a single punctuation mark, you out. You out. I'm not about to do this with you. I'm not about to decipher this for you.
Whole run on sentence.
Yeah, just a whole run on sentence. I understand that you're upset, but also no. Right? And usually weak writers are weak readers. And what did Pastor Brian teach? Readers are leaders.
That's right.
So I need you to be able to string it together. Now I'm not going to police you because autocorrect has betrayed me multiple times. So I'm not going to hang stuff over your head. Clearly that was a mistake. But if you like really think how that's spelled, or you really think how that's pronounced, it's usually like what other personality traits come with that. That's just like initial red flag. All right, if I see this coming, then more than likely she probably act like this, or she probably does this, or she probably thinks like that, or if this happens, she will react this way. And that's usually how people who people who write and talk like that act and think and do and react. So
yeah, the one word I can't do is conversate.
It's a real word. It's in the dictionary now.
It's a real word.
You gotta let it go. Man.
It's like if you can't properly use two, and two, turn off. Don't also me and do TWO. Don't do that. No.
but number two, also two. Second point. All right.
Yeah, no. Or don't hit me with the Grand Rising Queen. Like, don't do that.
So it's a new one. Apparently, I think they call it is opulent rising
Stop it.
now. Like we beyond
Stop it.
grand. It's the opulence of the rising
Stop
now.
it.
You dig?
Miss me with that. Miss me with that.
The rising.
Simply say good morning, sir. Like,
I would say grand rising, but that's like after we have the conversation in person,
yeah,
so we can establish clearly I'm being funny. Like this is
Yeah.
a joke.
clearly it's a joke.
Yeah.
But again, that comes with a level of
Mhm.
introduction, camaraderie, all
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Because I feel the same way about nicknames. Like, I like nicknames. You call me whatever you want. As long as we have that rapport, like, don't call me
Right.
out my name, but as long as we have that level of rapport,
Mhm.
you can call me what you want. Because I promise you start calling it, I'm gonna start calling it too,
Right.
and it'll just
Yeah.
be joke or
And that's
whatever.
what it is. Yeah.
But yeah, the English piece, I'm cool with abbreviations
Mhm.
and stuff like that, because that's just text language.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you LOLing in real life, like all the time, or if you FR me, I'm
Mhm.
check please.
But
If somebody ever abbreviate with me in a real life conversation, I'm walking away. Don't LOL me. Yeah.
Not in real life.
right.
I'm a grown man. You ain't gonna LOL me.
Right. But that's also though we also deal with, friends with, related to, spend time with other intelligent people. So I can't bring you around there because they looking at me like,
What happened?
where you all right? Are you
Where you
okay?
get from?
Where you
Yes,
turn her
woman.
at? Yeah, you never hear the end of it. Look, Brian, like that dumb girl.
Yeah. Brian, you wouldn't be able to bring her around us.
No, I would never hear the end of it. No, I would not.
Dragging all the way.
Mm-mm.
Like, hey, yo, B, where slow yo at?
Yeah, up man. No. And they'll call it that too. No.
Not slow, yo.
That's Amber.
I can see Lissy saying that, but
I see Amber saying that. That's definitely Amber.
That's definitely
slow,
Amber.
yo.
Hilarious. So, I'm not messing with y'all. So, are there places that you are like willing to go with someone that you met online that you aren't or wouldn't think about going with someone that you like met in person?
What you mean?
So if you met, let's say you met Felicia online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you took her to the go-go spot.
Mm-hmm.
But you met Karen, at the grocery store, and you took her to dinner. Do you treat how you meet people differently in your dating life? Do you meet them online versus in person, or is it kind of all the same thing?
No, everybody going to the go-go, everybody going to the dinner. It's not, because I do both, so I don't want to.
No, well, for me, it all depends on the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I like the in-person person, I can get a vibe where it's just like, oh well, all right, I can just take it to the club and we could chill, or vice versa. It just depends on the vibe.
Okay,
but
sometimes you do different things. So
true, but I think when I'm dating, I try to remember that it's not just me dating her; that she's dating me. And I'm not just getting to know her, she's getting to know me. So I have to give her an opportunity to see the things that I like to do. So all these dates not going to be surrounded around stuff that she like to do, especially since I'm paying. We're going where I want to go. Man, we ain't about to keep doing what you want to do. You ain't shell out no coin. Come on, back
So-
is playing tonight. Get up.
So let's go there. Again, using information from my singles group, there are a lot of guys who do this. Like, if I'm paying for the first date and we going on the second date, she paying for the second date. Like this whole we going into it 50-50 kind of situation. Like, are y'all for that? Not for that? Find a comfortable in between? Like,
It's not for me.
I'm old school.
Mhm.
It's like during the dating process, I do feel the man should be paying for the dates.
okay.
But that's just me. I'm old school. Now, if she says, "No, I got you this time," then I'll be like,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna shy away. I'm not gonna be like, nah. I'm a man.
Right.
You ain't gonna. Nah. All right, cool. Let's go, babe.
All right, Brian.
So for me, like I said, I don't mind spending the money. I wanted to come out. I wanted to do the stuff, especially if I invited you. I can't expect you to do this or spend this money because especially in early stages of dating, I'm not in your budget.
Mm.
So it's kind of rude for me to just be spending your money. But as the relationship gets more serious, I do want to see where you put your money and where you spend your money, and not just with me, but also outside of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, a lot of divorces stem from money. So, like, what are your views on money? Like, what do you want to do with money? What do you think I should do with my money? What do you do with your money? You know what I'm saying? Because if you want me to be the man and pay for everything and you're still working, where is your money going?
Facts.
Right? It's irresponsible of me.
That's a great perspective. I like that.
It's irresponsible of me to not know where a 5 or 6 or 7 figure income is going that's coming into my house. Like, it don't make sense for me to be paying everything. You're not paying anything and you're working and you need money. Like, you need, like, what do you? No, because now I'm worried because if something happens to your money, you're just going to spend mine recklessly because clearly you haven't proven yourself to be responsible.
Facts.
Right.
It seems to be such a touchy subject now. But again, for me, I feel like that's a lot of social media influence. Again, we have so much access to so much information, and the celebrity of it all,
that's the problem.
I think allows us to have unrealistic expectations.
Yes.
And what somebody does who make $500,000 in their income, or $1 million, or a couple million, and you only making 50,000, like you can't do the same thing that the billionaire did.
Again, why would I date you? Why would I come all the way down to this $50,000 tax bracket? Get yourself together.
We don't even use the same type of accountants.
You don't have an accountant. It's just you. It's you and TurboTax. You don't have an accountant.
Block. Come on now.
Yeah, you don't have that. You're not making so much money that you need somebody else to monitor the money. You can do it on your own. You don't go to the grocery stores that I go to. You don't go to the clothing stores that I go to. You don't go on the vacations that I go to. We will never see each other, except you seeing me on social media, brokey.
Or coming to a concert.
Or coming to a concert. We might, maybe, because I got the VIP section. Maybe I'm down in the front. I'm not stand up. I didn't come all the way out here to stand up. Y'all crazy.
Look, I told people Usher was making it a whole fantasy, coming off the stage and into the areas and pulling people up and, all that kind of stuff. And people think, oh, I got a shot. No, you don't.
See, and that's
matter of fact,
that's
where
go
ahead, Delonte.
A whole character comes in. What are you're making all this money and you making this less? What are you doing that's gonna make make me be attracted to you. Say, maybe I can come down here and date this person.
Right. Because that's a good point, Delonte, because the personality and the character matters, because you might not be making that money, but that's because you don't have access or you didn't have the information. Can I teach you? Are you teachable? A lot of women, I want a man that can teach me something. You don't listen. you don't listen to reason. Like, what am I going to teach you?
Come on, Teresa, stop talking.
Like,
let me teach you something.
That's a funny name.
But it's a true statement. Like, again, I keep going back to the social media thing, because for me it's such a heavy influencer on how people think about relationships because of what they see. You know, you see all these people and they, you know, talking to men in a certain way and demanding, you know, stuff from men in a certain way, and you don't know if that's a skit. You don't know if that, you know, they trying to get a storyline going.
I'm so tired of all these
soap
skits.
opera, you know, whatever, and you go to try that same thing in real life, and then, you know, get upset because he talking to you a certain kind of way, or he don't want to see you no more, and you trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, because you've been watching make believe. That's
like, stop. And you know, everybody got their dating, you know, website or whatever, and you know, saying that you know, these are the 5 rules to get the man that you want, or the 5 rules to, you know, make her as submissive as you want. And then you go and try that stuff in real life and then wonder why you getting ready to catch a case.
No. Those are the 5 rules that work for that person.
Yes. So I started laughing because Niecy Nash wrote a book about how to please your man, how to keep your husband, and went and married a woman. I said, wait a minute. I said, these people is scamming and jamming, and y'all don't even realize.
Like, you don't even like me. What the hell?
She don't even like, yo, that lady divorced the man, divorced the second man, wrote a book, then divorced the second man and got a woman. Come on, y'all.
Well, it's the same thing. Look at Steve Harvey. He been married how many times? And he wrote
the third one? Right.
He wrote the Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man book.
And look at y'all. Just a book collecting dust.
Eating it up.
I mean, there is some stuff that I might be willing to agree with some tweaking, but there's some other stuff where I'm just like,
right.
No.
What, like the 90-day rule?
Yes, the 90-day rule I think is an amazing rule. But again, faith and personal preference. So
I'm the holy day rule, huh? Bedroom is undefiled, huh?
You know, and to me, that would be the best way to go about it, because at the end of the day, I don't know if I don't know if you really are for me, or if I'm meeting your representative who's faking like he for me.
No, we're absolutely meeting the representative. I just need. I need to
we
stall you out to figure out
what when we first meet.
That's of course, and that's cool. Again, going with the social media facade. Yes, I am. Everything that you typically put on social media is all of the nice stuff, and the you know, the flowers and the sunshine and the honey and all that kind of stuff. Very, very few people put real life stuff on social media. Okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna give you the salt and vinegar too.
A lot of people not like that. A lot of people, it's all rainbows and sunshine. And then, you know, your real life is hell and damnation. Like, but you So, this is what you see, this is what you like. You go and talk to the person. So it sounds like, they live in, correctly, and got a good head on their shoulders, and then you meet them in person and it still seems like everything is good. Your representative is there for the first 90 days.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Bible said, "Try all things by the Spirit." Huh?
Eh,
I'm
Come
gonna
on
sick
now.
that Holy Spirit on you. Don't worry about it. We gonna
Truly
find out
discern
soon.
what's
I
going
got
on.
I got 90 days, baby. Let's see.
So,
Matter of
but
fact, Jesus
people,
did it in 40. I don't even
yeah,
need the 90,
yeah,
huh?
huh?
I think we start
Um,
preaching on here.
but then, so if before those 90 days is up, I'm already sleeping with you.
Mm-hmm. Now we locked in.
Now it's locked in, because now I'm emotionally connected to you. Now, I don't know. I mean, I know some women that can disconnect from it and not have that emotional connection. But again, physicality speaking, we are receptacles, y'all are given. So, at the end of the day, I don't care how hard you think you are as a woman, you're going to be emotionally connected at some point. And then,
Man, them dudes be emotionally invested too. They swear they not.
yeah, but
They
they
swear
don't
they
they don't
not.
want you to know. But
I was just going to say
let's
that,
say
Brian.
let's say something happens, and or I find out something that's a complete deal breaker for me, or you find out something that's a complete deal breaker for you, and then we're not together no more, but I've been sleeping with you for the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to go through, I got to go down the road of the breakup, and then I got to be depressed, and all of this other kind of stuff, when had I
Got to
not
go
even
through a
engaged with
cycle,
that.
rinsing him out of the system.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but had I not slept with you, this disassociation process may not have been as difficult.
Right.
Which is why I think the 90-day rule thing is fine. I don't do it at all in my
Huh? Come
opinion.
on, somebody.
uh but if and I use that in quotations and use it very loosely, if you feel like that's what you want to do with your life, then life is choice driven. Understand that every choice that you make, there is a consequence for that choice.
And it's a place that
Either
you're gonna go.
a consequence or a blessing. That's what the Bible says.
Mm.
I put before you life and death, blessings and curses, that you would choose life. Okay.
My God.
But again, I don't want to have to go through all of that. So I would just choose not to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But again, to y'all's point, if I'm showing you everything I got, y'all are visual individuals. So
women be
expecting
visual
you to.
too.
I'm not saying that we're not, because the whole gray sweatpants thing and all that kind of stuff. I get it.
It don't
But
even be that. If the dude wear the right t-shirt and that tricep poking out the bottom of the sleeve, y'all think he reach for something and that back get wide. Y'all, I know I'm hip. Y'all not slick.
Look now, don't be giving out all the secrets.
He drinking water a little too
We
hard.
already
That
know.
Adam's
We
apple
already
go up and down.
know.
We peep.
We act like we don't know, but we know. Why you
Go
think we
ahead.
roll our shirts up? Why we think?
Come on,
It ain't that hot.
Come on, ladies, don't leave me hung out to dry. I'm not the sacrificial scapegoat this evening, But again, that whole social media situation and you showing everything you got, and then wonder why, not to say that it's right, but it tends to lean that way,
right,
when that happens. So
What
social media has
happened
a pretty big impact.
When there's a female that's doing that, that's showing everything, is they get, I don't know, like some of them are actually they do actually have value, but they decided to do this because everybody else is doing it. But then they get looped in with all those other people. It's like all we seeing is your physical. We're not even worried. We're not even trying to get your mental, your personality, because you're showing us this. This is what we want.
Mm.
This is what you put out there. So that's what I'm expecting.
Right.
I mean, do you or have you, I guess I should say, like ever seen somebody that you know decided to shoot your shot and weren't expecting that when you met them in person?
What you mean? Like they were conservative online and get a little spicy in person, or the other
No,
way around?
they was real spicy online, and when you
Uh-huh.
you met them in person, you was looking for the spice.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because I usually, like I said,
Yeah.
I usually don't. I try not to. I don't even want to pursue nobody like that because I don't like arguing. So I don't want to have to tell you, hey, I don't like that. I'm just going to date somebody that do stuff that I like. I try my best to do that.
Okay. Now, Delonte, you said yes. Why?
It wasn't like the arguing spice. It was just like, ooh, I can't put myself out there like that.
Can't give out all the secret, huh?
No.
Clean it up a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. Speaking hypotheticals.
Let's just say it was certain things she said she can do.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Cut.
I would prefer that my platform not get shut down because it's coffee and tea after dark. So as we kind of wind back in, because I don't even know where this went. With the two of y'all.
We should have made that left at Albuquerque.
Right. Yeah, we gone.
Where do you feel? Because you guys are not you got, I mean, don't let me speak out of turn. Brian, you still single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Delonte, I already know you.
The people don't know. You gotta say for the people.
Go on.
Yeah, I am married.
Okay.
Where do you see like this whole social media dating kind of a situation going? Like in 10 years, do you feel like it's gonna be?
Oh, it's gonna be worse.
Yeah. Like
I see it's gonna be a rapid decline in like in interactive, like, oh my God.
I mean, they're talking about people having AI girlfriends already.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's gonna be so bad where it's gonna be like, how can I explain it? You ever seen Demolition Man?
Yeah.
Remember
when they put the thing on? Yeah.
That's gonna come into fruition. I see it.
Like VR stuff or like brain stuff?
The VR stuff.
Okay.
But they had the matching VR, so it was like VR and brain.
Okay.
So instead of making out, like he put the thing on, she put the thing on, they making out with each other in VR.
But not touching each other.
No.
Right.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And that's what be blowing my mind. Like, bro, she right there. So I don't know if you two have seen this online, but they do this a lot online, right? Let's say we're out at like a party, like homecoming. Like you out at homecoming, you pull your phone out, you recording a crowd, and a guy might see a cute girl. He's zooming on a girl. He's like, all right, y'all, do your thing in the caption, which means I want you guys to figure out who this is so I can talk to her. And more, yeah. And then people jump in the comments like, no, go talk to her. Why are you asking me to talk to her? You're right there. Like what? So
looking for social media be the wingman?
Yes. And then, so a lot of times, guys be like, "Man, look, if I find her, I'm shooting my shot. You stuck, bro. You you shouldn't have showed me to her. You in trouble now.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Now you got 500 dudes trying to
That you
find her
gotta
DM.
compete against.
Yeah, well, you could have just got her
You should
and
just
didn't have to
walk up
deal with
to
all
us
that.
like, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and to be honest, it takes a lot for a man to just build up the
It do.
confidence to just start something out of thin air.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a woman, she's beautiful, she's looking good, and it's just like, how in the heck am I gonna step to
Mm-hmm.
her? Because you only got
Women
one
know
shot.
that.
You only
Women
got
know
one shot.
that. That's why they don't do it. They know. That's why they.
Right.
I don't want. Yes, that's what we feel. All that that you feel, we feel it too. We just ignore it and come and talk to you anyway.
But again, there's a new school of thought that says I want her to come over and talk to me. I want her to make the first move.
She ain't gotta make a half a move. Just let me know that you're interested, and then I can take care of the rest.
And this is gonna sound a little deep, but that has happened because men have been like stripped of masculinity.
And
Like it's
elaborate a little bit on that. Like stripped how?
like to say like, how can I put this?
Don't dead space me now.
No, it's like when you say when I was like a man should pay for all the dates and everything and all like that. You got women out here that don't like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you if a woman calls me and say, "Hey, I need money for lunch," and I send her $30, and she's like, "That's it?
Why you send me $30?
This ain't nothing. You know." And I'm like, "Hold on, wait a minute, baby. Like I work hard for my money. Like,
right."
I just want to know where $30 not gonna get you a decent lunch. That's like,
yeah, I mean, you going to Fogo de Chao for lunch? Way I
Right.
don't know.
You should have led with that. Hey, babe, I want to go to Fogo for lunch. And I was like, I got Chipotle.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I got, you know what I'm saying? I can get you two. You can get a bowl and some guac at Chipotle.
There you go.
Shoot, I mean, you could go into like a Ruby Tuesdays and get a good meal for $30.
Hey.
Also, where you going to spend this type of meal money? And I'm not there. That's what's really going on. Why I can't come?
Hello.
And first of all, you at work. Most people get 30 minutes for lunch. You can't go to Fogo de Chao for 30 minutes.
You cannot.
You be done
wasted
your money.
Go to 7-Eleven and get you some wings.
I'm not doing
get you
that.
A big bite or something.
I'm not going to 7-Eleven. Nothing. You send me $30 for lunch. Chick-fil-A, Qdoba, I go to Wawa's about as low as I'm going.
Go to Wawa's, get yourself a sub and some chips. There you go.
And put $10 in your tank.
Man,
there you go. And I got you home. I got you lunch and I got you home.
And I got you home.
Safe and sound. But it's stuff like that. Like that's a whole scenario online. And when you go look at them comments, it's like guys that's disrespectful, all that kind of stuff. And of course there's women that's saying, she should have been more grateful, but then there's women in there that are saying he should have sent you at least $50.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just like the whole list of where women don't want to be taking out the dates. What?
That list was
So,
hilarious.
so look, I figured out, Delonte. We gotta make sure we read all the directions. It said that's where they don't want to go on the first date. You can take them there eventually. You just can't. All right, the first day, okay, cool. That's a reasonable ask. All right, we ain't gotta go here the first day. But one day we're going to the cake factory. One day we're going to Applebee's. One day we're going to Chipotle. All right, it ain't gotta be the first day, but one of these days we are going.
Don't think we're going to the prime rib every time we go out. That ain't happening.
I mean,
and again, that's just a type of woman that I wouldn't want to date. Why are we here 4 or 5 times a night? I mean, a week.
Yeah, who not cooking?
Yeah, like between the two of us, somebody should be cooking.
Somebody better know how to cook.
About the girl that was like, I can't. He know how to cook. Why he know how to cook? Ugh.
I saw that.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a problem.
He can't take care of himself.
No,
right.
She said, "Cook a man that can cook is sassy." Sweetheart,
you gotta eat.
I gotta eat. A, B. Most chefs are men, baby girl. What are we doing?
Hello.
The whole industry, like, is severely male dominated.
You know why I don't like to argue? Because I realize most people are a lot stupider than they think that they are. And I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Be done by yourself.
Be done by yourself. I'm not about to lose no brain
I'm not about to do because I already see you not gonna be able to understand this concept. Goodbye. You don't need to procreate. Really, that's the real problem. We keep letting stupid people have babies, and they make more stupid people.
IQ test.
My Lord,
you just need IQ test to be able to have children. Thought process, not.
No, I'm gonna give you.
When people don't deserve children.
When we first meet up, I'm giving you an IQ test. That's just.
First of all,
fill this out real quick. Let me see where we stand.
if you ain't figured out in so many weeks that you didn't talk to somebody that they aren't on your level,
but no,
I mean, on your face.
You got a lot of hood chicks that talk really, really hood, but they're really, really smart.
So
it's just,
especially here in DC, because you got a lot of these hood joints got government jobs.
Right.
Good government jobs.
Good government jobs.
Federal. But it's there's a little bit of a difference. Like code switching is real. And shout out for a future topic.
I stopped doing it.
Really?
I stopped, yeah. But also because my industry, like you asked me to be here. I'm not about to do this with you. Like I'm not gonna be ignorant, but I'm not with the high pitched voice and the do all that. I'm not doing that.
Now I don't change my voice, but I do, like when I'm with certain coworkers, all the slang, all of that. But when I have to be around, like I work with a bunch of judges. When I have to be around the judges, there is no slang. It's all the King's English. Like, and then when they leave the room and I'm with them again, then it's back to however I talk when I'm not at work.
No. What y'all gonna do? Fire me? No.
Nah, but yeah.
I'm the best I'm the best man for the job. What are you gonna do? Fire me?
Now see me. This is my regular voice right here. I cannot talk this way around white people in this voice.
See, yeah, like
I work with a lot of white people.
So you gotta take it up. You gotta take it up. Hey, how
I
you
gotta
guys
take
doing?
it up.
And you live in the state of Alabama.
And right.
I got time. See, DC, you can do what you want. They still scared of us around here, so we got a little more range to do.
Brian said, "I went to Anacostia."
Yeah, what is up? Let me know.
No, but even in dating relationships, like I feel like people still do the same thing. Like you'll talk to me, especially when we first meet. You'll talk to me in a particular way. And then let's just say 90 days from now, you're not using that same English. Can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. But the language has changed.
Right.
Yeah, in the first
But
week, I got the low residence. Hey,
oh yeah,
hey,
oh
hey.
yeah, oh yeah. I'm just chilling. How you
Oh,
feeling? Yeah, I
you
ain't
be
doing
all
that,
smooth.
man. Just, yeah.
Why do y'all do that? It's so
Oh,
stupid.
oh.
Why do y'all do that?
Cause we be trying to be cool. We don't want to look press. Y'all don't like press. Nobody likes
Yeah,
press.
that's all.
I just be
We
trying
just
not
try
to
to be
look
laid
pressed.
back, cool, like
But
we
you
ain't
gotta
really
talk in
worried.
the
Like
like third lowest register. Like,
Look, hey man, cause that's why I'm low. I'm chill, baby. Ain't no stressing over
chill,
here,
baby.
right? You don't want a man to stress you out. I don't stress, baby. We all right. You know, I just got off work, had a good day at work. Lying. Work was on fire today. It was an actual fire at work today. We lost 2 coworkers, but you know, today was chill. You know.
that's
Just
a,
over
that's a
here
whole.
chilling, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's all...
Hey, what's up with you? What you got going on? What you say?
Hold up, not the scratching of the head and everything.
Shorty
Why you on
still.
FaceTime? See, this is what this. There's something wrong with y'all. It really is. Like, no.
See, that's where you gotta put the phone down. Just let the phone look at the ceiling. Like, nah, you got.
Then what's the point of me being on FaceTime with you if I got to look at the ceiling? I'm trying to look at you.
You want to see the rest of the house too, right? You want to know how I'm living.
Unless this is like house, like you're not doing nothing else, and you know, I'm moving in with you. Not until we get married though, but I'm just saying, like, but I'm looking at the ceiling. It's not like you taking me on a tour of the house and I'm seeing the house.
Nah, you gotta come over for the tour, baby.
See,
you think this is cribs? I'm not walking this phone around the house. Come over.
let me show you my crib. You know,
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
God, please. Please, with the Austin Powers line, like
every single house, this is where the magic happens.
Right.
Well, never mind. I was getting ready to say something, but that'll take this conversation to a whole nother level. Like, no,
we're good.
Final thoughts. If you could give, if it was your friend that you were talking to, and they were coming to you and saying that they, you know, were having issues in the online dating space, what kind of information or advice would you give them that, you know, may encourage them, may whatever? Like, if they came to you and was just like, I'm just having such a hard time, like, Brian, I just need some of your Brian B. knowing wisdom. Like, what would you say?
Go outside, nigga. Go outside. They're outside.
They're outside. Okay.
They're outside, and some of them want people to talk to them. That's why they went outside. They went outside for somebody to talk to them. Go outside.
Okay. Delante?
Hey, that's it. I'll be like, hey, look, get off the computer, go to a club somewhere. Don't need go to a church. Well, I can't even say that because some of them be heathens too in church. But
the church is a hospital. Everybody, you go to the hospital, some well people, some sick people, and then there's some people that be on stretchers. You got all types of
people. Yeah.
What type of sick do you have a cold, or is it
right? Is it COVID-19?
Like what do you have? Because I can't manage everything.
Here's a lost concept. Go to the mall. Hang out in the food court.
You know what's another good one? Fellas, y'all got to start. Go to the grocery store.
Oh my God. The produce section.
Yes, the produce section. Get out the cookie aisle. Get out the chip aisle. Stop buying snacks. Stop buying them frozen chicken tenders. Fresh fruits, vegetables, fresh meat. The seafood section. They're back there looking at
the seafood section.
The crablet. Go back there. That's where they are. Jeez.
The grocery store though? Okay.
Yeah. You don't
Y'all
go to the
giving
grocery
out,
store, Chris?
huh?
You don't go to the grocery store?
I do sometimes.
Oh, all right.
Sometimes,
Oh, all
sometimes I
right.
get it delivered. Sometimes I get it delivered.
See, that's that social media right there. You
That's
getting the
social
groceries
that
delivered.
taking over everything, man.
Nah, I'm that on grocery days. I'm just lazy. It has nothing to do with social media.
Mhm.
I just want to stay in the house.
Mhm.
But yeah, when I was in Atlanta, yeah, I was at the grocery store because it was in walking distance, so I was there all the time. But yes, you ladies, I'm telling you, if you want to get hit on, go to the grocery store.
Also, ladies, go to the gym. You want matter of fact, somebody crazy concept. This lady on TikTok, she said somebody was talking to her. It was like, so what kind of man are you into? She's like, I want a man that hikes, and then like after the hike, after everybody at the bottom of the mountain hanging out, the guy that has the guitar and is singing and playing by the fireplace. And they were like, so why don't you go on a hike and wait at the bottom of the mountain by the fire for the guy who pulls out the guitar? And she was just,
Boom. Yep.
dummy, you
Come
gotta
on.
Hello.
go where it's like business marketing. What type of clientele do you want? What is the age? What is the race? What is the sex? What is how much money do they make? How do they like to spend their time? Once you narrow that down, go where those people
Go
are,
where they are.
Yeah,
because that's
Go
where
hiking.
they'll be.
Go hiking. You want
and that's
somebody
the thing.
that's fitting in shape? Go to a gym.
Go to the gym.
You like people who like to travel? Join a travel group.
Join a travel
Like,
club.
And
hmm
like a man that like to cook, go to the grocery store. You
or
You
cook,
got the answer.
take a cooking class.
or take a cook. There you go.
You got the answer. You just not
It's so
applying it.
simple. It's
It
so
could all
simple.
be so. What Lauren say? It could all be so simple, but you
But
rather
you
make it
rather make
hard.
it hard.
I'm so done with both of y'all. People out there, please save me.
Mm.
No, I'm joking. Like this was a really good conversation. And it was great to have like some male voices when it comes to this, because I think especially in the dating space, like men don't have a big enough voice when it comes
Mhm.
to dating, because we spend so much time saying the woman is the prize. And not to negate that, because the Bible says that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and
No,
obtain favor from the Lord. But
I could go with the woman is the prize. I don't want to argue with that, but usually to obtain a prize, you have to play a game. The question
yes,
is, what is the game, and am I good at it?
yeah,
Like some games, I'm just not going to play. I'm not going to shoot the basketball thing at the carnival because I'm not good at that.
hmm
So if that's your requirement, then go talk to somebody else. I can throw the baseball at the milk things that I can do.
hmm but at the end of the day, everybody has to be a willing participant in the dating game. Like, regardless of how we look at it, any relationship really is kind of a game, because you're trying to figure out how compatible you are with somebody, even in your platonic relationships. Like, you find common interests, or you're uh coming together to achieve a goal or something like that, and then as you're achieving a goal and working together, you develop a friendship. It's all chess moves at some point. Just dating is a little bit more intense. It's more like mahjong than chess or checkers. But
I never heard
at
of
the end
that.
of the day, everybody has to be a willing participant. There has to be give and take.
Mhm.
And people have to be wary of the social media impact, because social media gives us some unrealistic expectations
Yes.
Oh,
of people. And when we come off of social media and those expectations are not met, then it's the other person's fault when it's not. Um, so taking, social media dating for, the straw that it is, in order to help you meet people that you may not have met in real life, but to not negate getting out there and actually meeting people in real life.
Yes.
So we way over time, but it was a good conversation. So I appreciate you both. At the end of every show, there's one last question that I always like to ask. Are you a coffee or tea person, and what do you drink?
I am a tea person. I've been drinking, actually been to loose leaf tea a lot lately. So I just got some Yerba Mate tea. Use that for my pre-workout. Also do nighttime sleepy time tea, help me relax. I've been like a strawberry, little ginger type mix. It all I be in the loose leaf tea store smelling stuff, trying stuff.
Loose leaf tea is good.
It
It
is.
really is. Okay, Delante.
I am a tea person.
Okay,
I love Teavana teas. They have this peach tea that I drink,
Okay.
and absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'm a tea guy.
okay, great. Well, again, I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of the conversation. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
coming. I also like to give you guys an opportunity to kind of tell people where they can find you. So, Brian, I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
So tell it.
Uh if it just be here, you see my name right there. Brian B. Noah. Hold up. Boop. At Brian B. Noah. Follow me on the social media sites. Yeah. I don't all right, Delonte back.
You can follow me or Instagram at Andrew Moore. Uh, Facebook, same. TikTok, Big Her 78. You know.
You got why you ain't tell me you was gonna do it like that, man? I thought the connection dropped. I'm about to cut the joint off.
No, no, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. I like to catch y'all off guard. No, it's
Nah, I
good.
just seen
It's
it
good.
said live and just went with it. All right.
Like you still on. Like it's good. All right, folks out there, thank y'all for staying on and being a part of this absolutely crazy conversation. We will be back in 2 weeks, and our topic in those 2 weeks will be the church and the revolving door. So we're going to be
Mm.
talking about millennials and the church experience and how there's just been such a in and out with that particular group. So going to have some other friends on talking about that. And then just stay tuned for later topics. You guys are welcome to come back for that conversation if you want.
Okay, I'm about to say
Um,
If you want a heathen's perspective, I'll be there.
okay, I'll let you guys know. So social media land, thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you on the next trip. Have a good night, and don't forget to come back and see us again. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. All
Good
right,
night, America.
later.
All right.